Hello. Hello, hello. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. How's everybody? Hello, hello. Sorry, I'm trying to double stream this at the same time. I'm not good at it. Turn this way. Hello, YouTube. Hello, TikTok. Scotland, damn. I'm a bad influence globally. YouTube, you can't see this as well. We're packing pet treats over here because I'm behind. I'm behind. And yes, I have been up since 3 o'clock. That is my usual wake-up time. All right. One. Work fast. Hello in Chesterfield. Hello in Australia. What is it now? Apparently a lot of like other people are starting to do that shit now on the internet. Freaking weird. Panama City, Florida. I want to go back to Florida. Fantastic deep sea fishing in Florida. All right. A lot of claw treats. We were on orders placed on April 27th. So I'm like way behind. I was on the road 5 days this week. And so got way behind on doing all the shit I got to do. I'm in Virginia, in the United States. Poland, holy shit. Duluth, Minnesota. With the Sharpie mat. Oh, I'm right. So I will show you the process. Hold on. Hold on. With the next order, I will show you the entire extremely intricate and complicated process. We're getting this here done. Hold. Hold. Alexandria, hello. Houston, hello. Wisconsin, hello. Nebraska, hello. Lovely corn. New Jersey, a surprisingly beautiful state. I'll be right back. I gotta turn the AC up. Hot as balls in here. Hold. Wait. 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 Okay, stop waiting. All right, so what we do is we got wait. We got I'm gonna try to not dox these people. We have an order that says put this much shit in the mail and bring it to me. So you take a box. Hello. Seal up the bottom of it. You flip it over. You grab what you need. You throw it in there like that. You take the lovely purple paper. You fold it in half. You fold it in half again. Then you stick it in there. So it looks all pretty like when you open it. Then you close the top of the box. Then you take the top of the box. Then you take one of our identifying stickers, so you know that your package is coming from Blackbird Farms and not the Taliban. And then, see, pretty. You flip it on its side. Then you write the order number, 29078. And then you put the weight on it, 1.07 pounds. And then you stick it over yonder in this box that you cannot see. And then you are done. And then you repeat this process. I think I've got 170 orders here that I got to pack up. Because again, I'm behind. Hello in the Appalachians. Appreciate y'all. All right, next. Jesus. 6. All right. This order is going to need a slightly bigger box. Because apparently they don't have a dog, but a massive Cerberus guarding the entrance to hell. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we're working on that. Having more people. We've got about 14 people working for us now. And we probably need 2 more. And we are working on that. 29086. Yes, massive Cerberus. 2.76. I need another. Next. I think this is that stretch where we only had claw treats available for a while. Collab with FD. Who that? Ask ChatGPT how to improve the process of packaging with just me. I don't trust ChatGPT. I asked ChatGPT one time to compute simple interest and it got it wrong. Good evening in the Philippines. Damn. We are packing pet treats. I am way behind on pet treats. We are now packing up orders made April 28th. I'm trying to get all the way caught up, hopefully today. Good morning, good morning, good morning in Australia. 0.9090. See, I think it's about 100 and, not 100, it's like 130 maybe orders I got to get through. So I can get my life back. Get this packed up, got to hire somebody. Going to take over doing this and being on the road 4 to 5 days a week. Oh, thank you. Hello, Texas. Remind you of the Hodge twins. That is, I don't think we'd get along. From what I've heard. 29109. There we go. ChatGPT for arguing with ChatGPT for fun. Now that is a fantastic use of. 0.97. Tell us why you shouldn't go to farmers markets. I wouldn't make a blanket statement that you shouldn't go to farmers markets. You mean as a farmer or as a consumer? Because for farmers, Like, you're not going to make your money. We stopped doing them because you're spending, you know, you spend an hour loading up, spend an hour and a half, 2 hours getting to the market. You get to the market, it takes a half an hour to set up. You got to be there for 4 hours, 5 hours, sometimes 6 hours. Another half an hour to take down. Another hour and a half, 2 hours to get home. Another hour to unpack. And by the time you're done, if you're at like a big, huge market, like the, the DuPont market or whatever, and you've got the stuff for it, like you might make like, and this is at a big market, you might make a few thousand. But most farmers are going to do like a few hundred. And, to spend that much time making a few $100s at one market per week, you'll never make a living doing that shit. There's no reason at the top of your funnel, top of your sales funnel, where you're introducing people into your market, be something that small when TikTok and YouTube exist. Like, that did not make sense. So yeah, I stopped doing them and focusing more on social media and direct marketing. Now, like, yeah, we make like $5,000-$6,000 a day, and we don't have to sit around at farmers markets, whatever, get heads crammed up our asses. So there's that. As a consumer, they're fine. But I would not recommend them for most farmers. Yeah, and the farm tours too. Like, I mean, you can do good business with farm tours, I guess, but if you're like really production focused like we are, it tends to get in the way. We do have a storefront. It is open at very inconvenient hours. It's actually while the guys are in here, like chopping up chicken, washing eggs, and like all else we do in here. So it's not like, it's not pretty. And it's only open weekdays from like 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. So it's super inconvenient. I am Piscataway. That is correct. Hello, Ohio. 2.12. The N-word hating dog is at my homeboy / business partner's place. Oh yeah, that white boy with that big beard. Everybody thinks he's my employee. He's not my employee. He's my business partner. He's one of the junior partners in the business. We got 5 partners. I mean, not majority owner because I don't own 51%, but I have the largest share of the business personally. But there's 5 of us, and boy, the big beard. He is one of them. Where the hell is no. Oh boy, hello Baltimore. Products we are wrapping up are our pet treats, which I believe are currently sold out. But more are coming. We got claw treats. Claw treats. Four in here. So yeah, pet treats. We had a huge run on these like 2 weeks ago, and I'm way behind packing them up because I was on the road 5 days this week. So, just trying to catch up, man. People don't start emailing me going, "Where's my shit?" Is paperwork for a cooperative more difficult than a Stanton? I guess it would be. So we're not a co-op. we started like with trying to do the co-op thing, but it was like the next book I write is probably going to be about like co-ops versus traditional partnerships, because co-ops are, the juice ain't really worth the squeeze, is what I found. 2.54. Everybody is just a little too special. If you know what I mean. Do I have Saturday hours? No. I mean, if you happen to shit, I mean, I'll be honest. Like, I'm like in a rush. If somebody shows up today, I'm going to be kind of like, because I kind of don't want to stop. Ooh, look, we're on May 1st now. But yeah, if I'm here, then you stop in. Yeah, I say so. But you know, suggested reading on what topic? Any chance to ship to southeastern Pennsylvania? Not yet. What's my favorite part about what I do and why? It's a good question. 2 liver brownies. Honestly, I find entrepreneurship more fun than farming. Like I like making the machine work, like the machinery of the business work well, and people getting paid on time, vendors getting paid on time, everybody except our partners having like a stable, normal work week, and all the stuff it takes to make that happen. On the farm, raising cattle was actually my favorite. Cattle are really neat. Oh yes, it is live. We're in Westmoreland County, Virginia. I'd rather eat a $3 filet mignon or hang out with Ted Cruz for an hour. I'll take the filet. I'll take the filet. Won't be happy about it, but I'll take the filet. Hello, everybody. Hard treats. We're still on May 1st. At least we're in the month of May. I'm only 7 days behind. Why did I choose chickens instead of cattle? More people eat chickens than beef, so it's got a broader market, easier to process. Big thing we're doing is we control the processing for chicken. We can't do that with beef. To set up a beef slaughterhouse, you need millions of dollars, basically. For a poultry slaughterhouse, way lower requirements. So bigger market, easier to control processing, easier to control distribution, fewer health claims and controversies and shit around chicken than cattle. So those are the major reasons. So liver brownies, chicken hearts, and yes, cows are also huge and will kill you. That is doubly true of bison. What is my actual name? Waluru King Mustafa IV Incorporated. That's my legal government name. Gray sweatpants. Look at here. These are the only pants I have right here. I can't afford better pants until I put myself on our business's payroll. 295. The chicken hearts work for catfish bait. No, you'd be surprised. Like chicken offal does not work well as bait. It doesn't work well as hook bait. It doesn't work well as chum. I just don't think the fish recognize that smell as anything they want. They're just like, Why am I not on the payroll? I'm not on the payroll because I make a fairly large amount of money right now from social media. And so the money I would pay myself, there is money set aside to pay me, but instead I pay our employees with it since I don't need it. Where the hell's that goddamn fucker? Oh, there it is. Okay, 259. Thank you. Ah, Christ! All right, here it is. Yes, awful. That's correct. How did I get started? I'll write another book about that too. I think I did. Did I? I've actually written 2 books. I wrote a short book and I wrote a long book. The long book is the one that's for sale. The short book is the one that's on Patreon, and don't nobody even know it's there. Hold on one second. Where the hell is it? Oh, it's right there. Okay. Good. Think we can apply your book for people in the UK? Yes. The book is kind of a general business book. Actually, a lot of people in the UK, like, surprising number of sales in the book in the UK, Germany, the Netherlands, and Spain. So I guess it works well. Oh, it's Switzerland. It works well over there for some reason. Doggy meatballs, spare mix. So these are the meatballs that cure your dog of racism. Yes, I'm in the Northern Neck. The book is called First Generation Farming. It is on Amazon. I'm so sorry I had to self-publish it because I had to say some things that no publisher was going to let me say. So I said F you, and also I wanted to keep more of the money. Also, so I can continue paying my employees better than market wages. No, that's in there. Yeah, I was going to put myself on pay. Like we were, like my partners were kind of insisting I put myself on payroll, and I was dodging it, and TikTok really stopped paying. Like they cut pay by like 90%. It was crazy. But then I blew up on YouTube for like no reason at all. And YouTube pays. That was crazy. So I said no, I'm not going to be on payroll until and unless I get kicked off of YouTube. Let's see, 1.56. I am a meat man. Thank you. So we should focus supporting you through YouTube. Yes. Yes, YouTube is it's a almost distasteful amount of money you can make from fucking YouTube. But whatever, it works. All right, next. You're still on May 1st. Damn it. I don't post any long form. I know, right? Like it's weird. I mean, I do have some long form videos, but like, yeah, I don't know. Like I don't. That's the other thing. I don't spend much time doing this. Like I don't care. Let's see, meatballs. Heart. You should run for office. No. No. You don't want that. I would not do as well. I would not do well as a politician. I think I'm much more useful influencing politics as a business person, not as a. I'll cut a bitch. Like I'm sorry, I can't. Can small dogs eat the feet? Yes. You might have to cut them. Some people do that. Same thing with the liver brownies. Some people with cats, they'll cut up the liver brownies to give them their little pussy cats. And yeah, 29601. Any plans to add lambs? No. How's business? Are we making good money? Yes. Business is actually doing extremely well, especially as of late, which is why, look, these are all the orders I got to get packed. And this is just pet treats. This is how far behind I am. Shit. Hi. Didn't mean to do that. But anyway, yeah, there it is. Stay. Hold. My favorite way to cook eggs, poached. Where do you find people to pay your prices? In the K-shaped economy of Washington, D.C. We are strategically located where we are for a reason. Hold on one second. See, if I wind up writing like a farm memoir type thing or whatever, my book is $38.54 on Amazon. Yeah, that sounds about right. I ought to make it more expensive. Goddamn it! It cost me a couple $100,000 to learn all that shit. Let's see, 29601. So yeah, where we're located, Westmoreland County is like an hour and a half south of DC, hour and a half south, hour and a half north of Richmond. We're 2 hours from Baltimore. Like basically, we're within 2 hours of about 12 million people. In a very healthy local economy. So like that is a thing when people talk about starting a farm. Am I from Russia? No. Don't let the mustache fool you. So yeah, where you have your farm, if you decide to start your farm, is honestly one of the most important considerations you'll have. I'm a rich man north of Richmond. Technically, that is correct. Oh. What's in the brown packaging? That is those are the pet treats that I'm packing up for your dog, your cat, or your ugly relatives. Huh? Do I ever experience dread? No, I'm the happiest motherfucker you've ever met. Any stores in my area? No. We sell pretty much just through our website. One exception is a butcher shop in Delray and Alexandria called Let's Meat on the Avenue. But for the most part, we don't. Do I have any human racist curing treats? Yes, it's called a fist sandwich. Let's see. Let's see. 1, 2, 9, 6, 9, 6, 2, 4. Fallout. I've never seen Fallout. I don't know what Fallout is. I hear that a lot, but I have no idea. How many years have I been doing this? 13. It took about 11 years to actually get it right. Still on May 1st. Shit. Heart treats. Why feed chicken liver to pets and not people? Because the margins are higher. People say all day long, I love liver, I love heart, I love gizzards, but they don't want to pay for it. And that does not do me a damn bit of good. All about margins. My store's in Colonial Beach, Virginia. My store's in Colonial Beach, Virginia. My store's in Colonial Beach, Virginia. Two 9625. 0.77. Delray location is called Let's Meat, MEAT, on the Avenue. It's on Mount Vernon Avenue. My store is in Colonial Beach. Yes, it is what used to be the Winter Harbor building. I'm usually not here. What did I do for work before I became a farmer? I was a software engineering lead and a technical manager. How long before I catch up on orders? I have no idea. Well, thank you. Which version of your book gives you a bigger cut of revenue, print or electronic? The ebook. And you have the benefit of not paying Amazon. So there's that. 2, 9, 6, 5, 1. Still on May 1st. 0.75. What are the hours of the Colonial Beach store? Monday through Friday, 7 a.m., 4 p.m. It is very inconvenient. Just me working today. Mason is no, actually that's not true. Mason and Carrie and a couple other people are moving. I think they're moving 800 or 900 new hens out to one of the fields somewhere. But most folks are off. The farm crew is working today. Most everybody's off. Yeah, caught up on what doesn't happen. No, we do not do slave labor. I might look like antique farm equipment, but I am not. Pineapple on pizza, hell yes. Our website is www.blackbirdcoop.com. Thank you for the gifts and roses and shit. Everybody forgot about that. Yes, pineapple on pizza is like Jesus on a pizza or something. South African farmers would like a chat about slave labor. I bet. Anyway, 2968. All right. I had eggs with white yolks before, not that I've ever seen. No. Mason is not the indentured Irish servant. That is Carrie. Carrie is the indentured Irish servant. Mason is the indentured Irish overseer. Let's see. Today we are packing up pet treats, my friend, because I am so far behind. We are now packing up pet treat orders from May 1st. That is how far behind I am because I was on the road 5 days this week. Well, I ship nationwide. Pet treats, yes. Merch, yes. Food, no. Let's see. 2 claws, 2 deep claws. All right. Shit in here. I'm so far behind. Oh no, I couldn't do stand up. I get stage fright. Am I married with kids? Yes and yes. Yes, I'm very old, very venerable, very married, very boring. I'm married to my beautiful lady wife. Gives a big bog witch energy. Let's see, 29704. My wife knows every poisonous plant in Virginia, 704, and keeps a stash of most of them, 2.54. She's terrifying. Let's see, what else? Yes, very boring, very beige. That is correct. Let's see, 2984. Okay. Yep, bog witch. That is correct. Yeah, she is not to be trifled with. She can castrate a piglet in under a minute. That's the craziest shit I ever saw. All right, still on May 1st. Shit. What the hell happened on May 1st? Hello, North Carolina. Was self-publishing a big learning curve? No, it was shockingly easy. I wrote the book real quick. Yeah, that book got written in a big hurry because I went viral on Instagram like 2 years ago. And a bunch of people were like, I want to quit my job and farm. And I was like, oh, shit. Yeah, you don't. And so I took 30 days, I think, between like February 1st and March 3rd or something. And wrote down everything that I've learned about farming at that point. Had learned about farming like the last 11 years. And all the shit I did wrong and all the shit you've been taught is wrong and all the freaking schlock and propaganda and bullshit or whatever that's got people ruining their damn lives, quitting their jobs, moving to the country, starting a damn farm. So I wrote the book real quick, fast, in a hurry. Wrote it in Canva. Well, I did the manuscript and whatever, but moved over to Canva, and then getting it from Canva to PDF into an ebook was surprisingly easy. So it ain't hard. 29718. Yes, I am a real person. I am not an AI bot. I promise. 102. You order your dog May 6th. I might get to you. I'm gonna get to you. Hold on. Everybody, just calm your tits. I'm gonna get you. Look, we're on May 2nd. Yep, only 4 days behind. When I started off, I was on April 24th. All right, let's see. Jesus, that's a lot. Got another person with a big ass Cerberus at home. Either that or a pack of hunting dogs, like Bud Strickland. What are my profit margins right now? This quarter, they're hovering like just under 10%. All my treats are sold out online. I know there's more. Brian, Brian is also working today. He's packing up. Brian is one of our other equity partners. He runs the kitchens that makes all that shit. He's packing them up like now. And they should be on the website like any minute. Let's see, 4 trail mix. 2, 4. So don't you worry. We're going to ship global anytime? I don't think so. Is Mr. Pancakes working? Mason is always working. I assume that's who Mr. Pancakes is on account of his flat Irish ass. 4 cartridges. Boy. That's the over here. Hold. Hold. Are you holding? 2, 3, 4. Hold. Gonna fit. Let's 2, 3, 4. I know I'm sold out of pet treats. We were working on that. I'm so sorry. Look. What happened was for some reason I went viral on YouTube. And then I stayed viral. And I don't know why. And then more people than I ever could have anticipated swarmed in and bought pet treats at a rate that I have never ever seen before. And we were not ready for it. So we behind. 29787. I said we are behind. Very behind. And for some reason, I don't know why. Leftism? I don't know if that's why. Yeah. Let's see. That one. Then 4 trail mixes. We freeze dry, dehydrate. We dehydrate most of them, but we're gonna start freeze drying some other stuff shortishly. I got posted twice on Reddit recently. Am I hiring? Yes. Petrie's the only thing you can buy to support. It's the only thing you can buy that ships nationwide. You can also contribute to our mutual aid program, because we give away about $125,000 or so worth of food every year. Let's see. When am I serving Connecticut? I don't know. What am I hiring for? Somebody to do this shit. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not supposed to be doing it. But like I said, we were not prepared for such massive commercial success. 29786. Why is that one behind? Oh, okay, that makes sense. All right. Trail mix. 4. We deliver to all of Virginia. We ship to all of Virginia. We deliver to most of the DMV, the Charlottesville area, Richmond area. We were about to start getting down to the 757, but something came up. Mostly pet treats and shit. We had to. Like pet treats have kind of become a sudden like game changer. What's the farthest we ship to? I reckon Alaska. There's somebody that orders pet treats from us in Alaska like every 2 weeks. There. No, I said the DMV, not the demilitarized zone. Not the DMZ, the DMV. Why was I doing deliveries yesterday? I was doing deliveries yesterday because we still have not hired a new minion to take over the southern routes. I'm trying to hire that minion next week. I need more minions. When did I decide to give up the corporate world and farming up? When I had symptoms of stomach and colon cancer from stress. And I said, well, my wife mostly said, you are done being in tech because you were going to die from an asshole explosion. And I said, okay, because I tend to do what she says. Because she is very scary and very beautiful. 286 and very smart. Let's see. And because I didn't die, I guess she was correct. 2.6, shit, 2.69. There we go. Yep, your wedding vows say for better or worse, in sickness and health, and until you almost die, and if you're pretty or ugly, and whatever. And we went through all that within like 18 months of being married. Let's see, 4, 8, 6. Hell yeah. What does my wife do for work? She is an elementary school art teacher. Let's see. Have I seen the YouTuber Farm to Tabor? Yes, I know her personally. I fucking hate that bitch. But anyway, if you want to know why, look up on Google Sylvan Aqua canceled, and you will learn all about why I cannot stand Sarah Tabor. Claw treats and trail mix. Ah. How old are my kids? They just turned 11 and 9. Yep, look up Sylvan Aqua canceled. And there will be an essay that I wrote about what happened to me in 2019 and 2020. No, 2020 and 2021. That shit was crazy. 29783. Do I ship to Arizona? Pet treats only, and merch. Are there any farmers that I do like? The ones that I work with. I don't know a lot of people. Like I'm not in the movement. Like I don't know. There's like it's like being a social media influencer. Like there's this little like there's cliques and clubs and shit, and I'm just like, nah. Nah. I want nothing to do with it. Like I know lots and lots of farmers. I like a lot of farmers, and nobody's ever heard of any of them because they're just farmers. They're not influencers. They don't do TED Talks. They don't do any of that shit. They just mind their business and farm, and they are my favorite people. I'm on that leave my ass alone vibe. That is the precise wavelength that I'm on. I'm not trying to be a member of the goddamn cool kids club. Whatever. Trail mix. Oh. Still on May 2nd. If I had the same knowledge I did 13 years ago, what would I do differently? I wrote all of that down in my book. First generation farming. That's basically what the book is. I did this for 13 years. Here's all the shit I did wrong, and here's how I do it different. So you wouldn't have to waste 10 years of your life fucking up. Hello. Oh, God, no, I can't do a TED Talk. TED Talks are one of the biggest sources of friggin'... Like, the reason I don't like TED Talks is because they come off with all the authority of like peer-reviewed scientific like literature and shit like that, but they're not peer-reviewed. And I've seen some of the wildest, quackish, most insane crap said in TED Talks. The only TED Talk I would do would be about how bad TED Talks are for the universe. 1.5. Hold. Hold. Again with the pet trees. Yes, ever. I wouldn't do a TED Talk on racism. No. Yes, I do have a book. First Generation Farming. Link in bio. There's an ebook version of it, and there's a paperback version on Amazon. Jamaica. God, I'm gonna go back to Jamaica so bad. All right, let's see. What's next? Is that 8-1? Oh, that one's done. Liver Banded Claw Treat. Still on May 2nd. Audiobook, please. So I started working on an audiobook version, and I'm still working on it very, very slowly. That is on my Patreon. So I was releasing it like in sections. So there's like 3 like hour-long or so sections of it on my Patreon. Also link in bio, I think. Liver Dreams. What? Trail Mix Liver. Well, thank you. Oh, no, I'm not Jamaican. I said I want to go back to Jamaica. I went to Negril for my honeymoon. And I ate so much goat that I almost turned into one. 29780. If the YouTube money keeps up, I might be able to go back to Jamaica. 1.54. Honeymoon. My wife is enjoying her well-deserved time off from teaching everybody's badass kids all week. She is at home probably asleep or making tea or making the kids go outside and make tea or playing Sudoku. She likes Sudoku a lot. And what else she probably doing? She might be knitting. She be knitting shit. Let's see. That's one of those 780 done. What is my favorite go-to dish? Thai red curry with chicken. That's kind of my lazy whip it together real quick meal. You take a shallot, take some sliced ginger, you fry it up in a little bit of oil. You take some chicken that you've already fried under high heat with a little bit of oyster sauce and cornstarch. Fry that up, put that aside. Then you put in your shallot. The hell? Then you put in your shallot and your ginger. You fry that up for a hot minute. You put in your pre-made curry paste because I ain't got time to make my own damn curry. Leave me alone. Fry that up for a hot minute. Put you in your coconut milk. Get that hot. Bubbling, but not too much. Then you can throw in some red pepper. I'll throw in some baby broccoli, some sliced carrots. Throw your chicken back in there. Let that warm through and get nice and bubbly. Then you throw in some fresh basil on top. You take it off and you put it over rice or rice vermicelli. It's delicious. Ha. What's in metric? Ha. Who? Ha. Who? Do I ever get tired of eating chicken? No. Because I can cook. Shit. That one's out. Damn it. I think one tape. There it is. Will I be okay when gas prices go up further in July? Probably. We'll survive. Hello in Chicago. What does that say? No, when the dog and snacks and shit, that should be back in stock this weekend. It was supposed to be Friday, but we got behind. Opened a conversation about how to adapt my model to other country, or I missed the rest of that thing. I mean, that's why I wrote the book. Like, I don't have time. Hello in Norway. Do I have a Muslim something base? There's a few. 2, 9, 7, 7, 8. Does membership count for treats and merch? Yes. 102. 778. One more liberal. The hydrator size name brand, I have no idea. I'm not in charge of that part of the business, so I know shockingly little about it. I just know it's about probably about 4 feet tall, maybe about maybe 2 feet wide, and sucks up electricity like a sumbitch. Best argument for being vegan, if I had to come up with one. I mean, the only benefit of being vegan is like you can get that same benefit from doing things that are less extreme, like being a pescatarian or a vegetarian. I don't know. That's the thing. If you have alpha gal, like just be vegetarian. You don't have to be vegan. Like I don't know. But for me, what other people do is none of my damn business. Like I don't give a shit. You want to be vegan? Be vegan. Oh, God. Ain't no skin off my back. Ha! Where's my damn scissors? There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Trash. Did I pledge in college? No. It's my favorite drink. Limonada. It's a Brazilian drink made with whole pureed limes, sweetened condensed milk, and rum. I think the rum is optional. My go-to drink, like alcoholic drink, is probably an old-fashioned, a bourbon old-fashioned. Do I grow vegetables on a farm? No. Do I ship to Kentucky? Pet treats and merch only, I'm afraid. Wonder. 776. How long have I been married? 15 years this September. Favorite way to cook a steak? Standard sear. Usually with a cognac flambe. I do most of my steaks pretty simple. Ribeyes I cook rare. Fillets blue. Sirloins medium rare. Shit. Who else forgets something? 29776. What do we do for another egg collection? I don't know. So I'm also not really in that part of the business anymore, which is why you don't see me on the farms much. Like, so OGs that have been here for like a long time, like they remember me from like being out in the field, collecting eggs, talking shit, throwing hens, and doing all this other stuff. And I'm like, our business is growing, and I'm doing a lot less of that now. So I apologize, but so yeah, for me to get out there and do that, like I have to actually coordinate that with my ag director. That's my other partner, Dan, to make sure it doesn't like F anything up. So my farm book useful for a small backyard farm? No. No, my book is very much made for agribusiness for people that wanna like farm for a living. What did that say? My professional opinion, do I think there's a market for meat rabbit farming? It's a small market, but there's a market. I personally wouldn't do it, especially if you're trying to do it for a living. If you're trying to do it as a hobby or side hustle, then probably fine. Have you had any data centers growing up around it? No. I think out here, I think people would sabotage them. Like it's not safe. Let's see. How do you scale efficiently? Working nonstop and tired. Me too. It's just one day at a time. Identify your roles, write them down, turn them into job descriptions, and as quickly as you can, farm them out to other people. That is the best you can do. Oh, and make sure that you are well capitalized so you can do that shit. 29775. Do I brine my chickens? Usually, but if I'm in a hurry, no. But yeah, if I can, if I've had time to plan, then yeah. But a lot of times I don't have time to plan, and so I don't. You can buy my book, link in bio on my website, or I'm not website, link in bio on my profile, or Amazon. First Generation Farming is the name of the book. TikTok wants me to prove I'm a real person. How many hours do I work a day? All of them. Two 9774. Is my wife involved in farming? No. She used to be, wasn't for her. Now, like the longer I spent in farming, I've kind of got a gun drawn on like the family farming model because it's not set up to work well over the long term. Like not for the food system, not for the people involved, like not for the families either. Yeah, I don't like that like estate family based farming model like at all. I think I do have a long form video on YouTube about that. I think the title is How Estate Farming Ruins Everything, I think is the name of it. Opinion on people obsessed with going back to how it was. My opinion is that those people don't actually know how it was because it used to suck. That's trail things. Ever make chicken jerky? Nope. Make a pet treat beef jerky, but that's about it. Making jerky out of chicken. It's sounds like a food safety nightmare. Two 9773. One double O. Good morning in Michigan. Do I have a dog on my farm? No. Are we hiring? Yes. Yes, that. All right, that was 7-3. Still on May 2nd. Goddamn. Am I okay? I'm fantastic. That's correct. My balls are very popular. Morning, good morning. We don't talk like Patrick. Only my wife knows what I actually sound like. 29772. 29772. 1 point double. Oh. Good morning. How do we become partners? Mason and I. Mason was an employee. So after the events that caused me to not be able to stand Sarah Tabor's ass, said I want to give farming one more shot. And so I went through about 90 candidates. I was going to hire somebody who I wanted to kind of grow into a partner at one point. So I hired him. And Mason turns out to be just the hardest working son of a bitch I've ever met in my entire life. And so he did very well. We became very good friends. And that is how he became my business partner. Was Sarah one of the people? No, Sarah wasn't threatening to destroy the chicken. Sarah like stepped off to the side to like see how the thing was going to play out, but then she kind of like took their side. The people that were threatening to burn chickens alive in the hen coops if they got fired for not feeding the animals. Weird decision she made. But no. Yeah, you got to read the article. Like I can just go about that all fucking day long. But no, she didn't do that. What she did was arguably much worse. 2 trail mix. Yeah. Yeah. It's bad, dude. Like I said, look up Sylvan Aqua canceled. That's the craziest damn thing that has ever happened to me in my life by far. 2 trail mix. Yeah, Tabor's always doing that thing where she's like trying to borrow, like she tries to latch on to black people for like credibility and shit like that. But like, whenever you see her, she's like standing on a black person's shoulders, like running her mouth and trying to get elected to political office and like all this other stuff. It's like freaking like makes sense now. Wish I'd known then. 29771. Do I hunt? Yes. Some people just need Jesus. That is correct. Whose idea was the pink tissue paper? It was mine. 1.56. What's in the box? Pet treats. What's the name? What's the name of what? How do we mitigate invasive plants? Constant mowing. 771. Am I any good at hunting? Yes. Yeah, I got a little bit of redneck in me. I love to hunt, love to fish. I don't trap. Mason traps. Mason loves to trap. Mason doesn't like guns. Trail next door. Yes, they're up here. Ah. 1 trail mix, 1 claw tree. What breed produces the most eggs per year? White leghorns are first place, red sex link second place. Have I ever tried raising bees? Yes, it did not go well. How am I working and answering chat at the same time? I don't know. Which article do we read if we look up Sylvan Aqua canceled? There's one that I wrote. It's called, what the hell's the name of it? I think it might be called like Canceled, What I Learned in Business and Life from My Character Assassination or something like that. It's on Medium. It might be behind a paywall. Yeah, there is. Canceled. The Sylvan Aqua Farms controversy. Yeah, that's the name of it. 29770. 1.5. Ever grown nuts? These nuts? No, not my nuts, not your nuts, not anybody's nuts. Next. Oh, I know you. Thoughts on Project Windless? I have no idea what that is. What is my degree in? Computer science. Dog and cat treats. Yes, that is what I'm packing. Okay, good. Let's see. That one. Yeah, in a nutshell, what happened with that whole thing was back in 2019, I hired a guy who was a farmhand. COVID happened. So like everybody was locked down. A bunch of people were like looking for farm jobs or whatever, or like wanted to do stuff on the farm. And I'm like, I can't hire anybody, but like if y'all want to like hang out, like do stuff on the farm, you can be like housed or whatever, like, you know, knock yourselves out. And then there was like 2 of them, and then there were like 4 of them, and they kept bringing their fucking friends and shit because they like ostensibly liked the landscape, like what I put together, blah blah blah. But then they got weird. Like after a time, they kind of realized it was working. These weren't like regular, like these were mostly black people. They weren't like regular black people, like me. They were like hippie black people who like grew up. I don't know, who like grew up like most black people don't grow up. Anyway, they were like fucking lazy ass hippies and shit. And found out that like me putting together what I put together took a lot of work. They didn't like the work. They didn't like to take direction because it felt like authority. So they got like big mad about it. But it was COVID, so nobody could go anywhere. Nobody could fuck off. I felt bad, like being like, "You're fired. Get the fuck out." It was this song and dance. Oh, we got no place to go. That turned out to be bullshit. They were all rich. And so anyway, we had gotten pretty popular on social media, like somewhat popular. And when I found out that they weren't feeding animals, they were doing, because like I was trying to figure out how to like create an economic model that could pay these people and like give them a way of life, because like they just showed up, like just fucking showed up. So while I was like off to the side, kind of like doing what I'm doing now, mostly the business side of stuff, and they were taking over the farms, they were fucking the farms up. Animals weren't getting fed, they weren't getting housed right. Like there's all kinds of crazy shit that's going on. One of their own people dropped a dime on them and was like, it's pretty effed up over there. And they think when you find out, you're going to fire them. And they said that if that happens, like they've made all these weird plans to like kill animals and like do all this weird shit. So when I found that out, I was like, all right, fuck off, you're done. So then they went to the internet and went to a bunch of these like, I don't know, loudmouth, like radical leftist types talking about like, Chris is an evil capitalist and he fired us for no reason and da 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 da. And it is like this, like basically like they tried to fucking cancel me, which is weird because like I had all these receipts about like why this is bullshit, and I put them out there, and then they got roasted. And now they are wherever the hell they are, and I am here, doing my thing. But anyway, that is much better explained in the essay I wrote about it. That's 269. Damn it. How much for a whole chicken? My prices are going to be much higher than a grocery store. Feeding people or some other factor motivating me to try. So I started farming because I had to get the hell out of tech. And I wanted to spend my time, like I'd spent time with people in my tribe, like teaching kids about kind of the intersections between food production and culture and native religion and like this whole ball of things that like that made what our traditional societies work. And so I wanted to focus on like indigenous agriculture. So I know I can't plant shit to save my life, so I wanted to focus on animals. I was going to start with bison. Then I saw a bison jump over a 5-foot fence from a standstill just because it felt like it for no reason at all. I said, I don't want to die, and I don't want to have to chase that down the highway. So instead, I decided to go with something that can't kill my ass, which was chickens. And the rest is history. Very long, complicated 13-year history. Bison is fantastic, though. Here's my take on permaculture. I've got some issues with permaculture. It's very well intended. Like, I don't think anybody means any harm. I think there are some things in it that are useful, especially for home gardening. As a systemic solution to food issues, get out of here. That was 6-8. Still on May 2nd. Damn. Permaculture is good enough for gardens, but like if you read permaculture books, and I've read a lot of permaculture books, and like they are permaculture people prescribe things a lot further than just their gardens. Like I'll never forget. There's this woman named Ariel Greenwood. She's a rancher out in, I think she ranches between New Mexico and Montana. So she's doing like rangelands management with cattle over like 20,000 acres or something like that. And it's dry country out there. Like it's why cattle are out there, because they can basically eat scrub and brush and shit like that and still thrive. But I'll never forget a permaculture dude who had clearly just read his first permaculture book, and had just learned about cover crops or whatever, and was talking about, yeah, to deal with the rainfall. She was talking about like fire breaks and fire risk out there, because this is back when New Mexico was basically on fire all the time. Some dude was like, just plant a mix of comfrey and blah blah blah, all in a mix, and like his solution to that was just to like plant fucking cover crops. And she's like, do you understand that I'm doing rangelands management over 10,000 freaking acres per location? Like, planting that shit is not viable. And where's the water going to come from? It's like, nope, once it's established, you don't have to worry about water. And it's just like, dude, there's something wrong with him. Claw treats meatballs. I thought you was going to reach across Twitter and slap the shit out of that dude. Which is more profitable, social media or chicken farming? Depends on how popular you are on either. Yeah, profit is an interesting word. I mean, I'm definitely being paid more right now by social media than I would on our farm's payroll, or with whatever like profit dividend I get in the end. Now that might not be true 10 years from now, when we're at like 60 million revenue. But then again, that depends on how popular you are on social media. Like, if I've got 1 million followers on YouTube, which is extremely rare, I mean, you could be making $4,000 a day on this bitch. So, like, you're not gonna make that much money from a farm, but it's enough to pay you a decent living. I tell you what. Can't stop looking at what? What's wrong with my head? Yeah, I'm bald and I'm old. Yeah, that's right. No, I can't fix my hat. In fact, just for you. How you like me now? Mm-hmm. How you like me now? Yep. Hat cocked just a little bit, like a frat boy. 29767. 29767. 1.55. Hell yeah. Comp sci egg discount. No, y'all got money. You pay more. Let's see. All right. Next. That hairline. What hairline? I ain't got no damn hair. I've been shaving my head since I was 30. Let's see. I told you I was ugly. That's why I got married early. Before she knew what I was going to look like. No backsies. 2 meatballs. 1, 2. Shit. 2 liver brownies. Huh? How old am I? I'll be 44 in July. Okay. Now. How do I feel about the stuff going on in Virginia right now? I don't know. Ain't nothing going on in Virginia that ain't going in the whole country. The whole country's on fire, but I'm black, so I don't give a shit. Because for black people, the country's been on fire this whole time. So I am fine. It's not my first rodeo. What am I shipping? Pet treats. Yes, bonus hat lean. That is correct. Let's see. 29766. 2.66. That one's heavy. All right. Shit! Still on May 2nd. God damn it! Let's see. 1. I gotta figure out what the hell happened on May 2nd. Do I know who Hank Green is? Yes. How much for a membership? $199 for standard and $349 for premium. Best regards from SA. Is that San Antonio? An hour away from Richmond. We probably deliver to you. What's the hardest part of my day-to-day? All of it. The hardest part of my day-to-day is that I don't have a day-to-day. There's always a new fire to put out, a new emergency, a new personality to deal with. Little brownies. Oh. No, the hardest part of my job is probably just people management. Making sure that all of our partners stay on track on their silos, making sure our investors are happy, our customers are happy. Like, my job is to make everybody fucking happy. It just, that shit is exhausting. It is just fine. We have guards, the dog, the fox. No. No, we have radios. We have wild, wacky, inflatable, flailing arm tube band. We have all kinds of weird shit. But yeah, everybody but me happy. No, I'm very happy. I'm just exhausted. There's a courier waving his ass in my face. I think that means money. I appreciate you. How big is my farm? Between all the locations, wait, you mean like acre-wise or like money-wise? Acre-wise, we're about 160 acres. Money-wise, we do about 140, 150,000 a month right now, but that's doing one of these, so that's going to go, like we did 120 and I think we did 120 in April. We're on track to do about 160 this month. Yeah. My kitty is sad. He wants meatballs. Interesting. 29765. What would help you double that? More employees, more. 1.60. Yeah, it's more employee. Like the only thing keeping us from scaling right now is that we're in that awkward phase of a business where like you have to take the jobs you're doing, you have to like write descriptions for them and section them off and hire people to do them so that you can move forward and continue developing the business. So like I'm at like that exact inflection point right now. Like this job I'm doing, I should not be doing. And we'll be hiring it out like within the next 2 or 3 days. And that's just how it is. That's what keeps you up at night, and that's what it is. What kind of what's on the table? What kind of drops are those on the table? I don't know what you mean by a drop. We allow people to visit the farms? Not right now. Do we hire refugees? I mean, if you're legal to work in the U.S., I'll hire anybody to work their ass off. Let's see. 4, 1 meatball. Still on May 2nd. How do you apply? I haven't posted the job yet. It's going to be on Indeed. 1,000 an acre per month. So that's not a good way to look at it because not all of the land that we have under our control is actively being used right now. Like we're only actively using like maybe 90. No, 70. 70? Maybe like 70. We're actively using like 75. The rest of it we're kind of holding in reserve because we're expanding. So we got to have that. You got to remember, like our business is fully integrated. Like we're not just a farm, so we don't really use metrics like revenue per acre because it doesn't really. That's not how we work. Like we're holding a lot more land in reserve because we're growing. So what really matters is more things like revenue per employee or net return on assets or stuff like that. Those are much healthier ways of looking at it. Where else we go here? If plans to expand our delivery radius soon, yes. Reading list for getting started in sustainable small-scale agriculture. Probably my book, First Generation Farming. Do you think people see farming as freedom, thus the current high interest in it? Yes, it's a mix of freedom and like wanting your work to mean something and like the tactileness of the kind of work. I think, I don't know. There is a lot of like rose-colored glasses and bullshit involved in it, but people have real and decent, reasonable reasons for wanting to do it. But what it is often not what they think it is, which is why I wrote my book. Because, oh my God, still on May 2nd. Hello. What else are we hiring for, right? I mean, the only person I'm hiring right now is somebody to pack orders, drive four-ish days a week. Yeah, so I'm hiring somebody to pack our orders, deliver shit down to Richmond, deliver shit down to Charlottesville, do our wholesale deliveries in Northern Virginia, do our pack outs. It's somebody that's like, it's a physical job. Like you're packing, loading, lifting, shit like that, and driving 5 days a week for like 22 an hour. But apparently the people who work here love it. Let's see, liver, doggy meatballs. Liver. Is my voice and my shorts inspired by Patrick Warburton? Yes. Living in northeastern Maryland, we deliver to Baltimore, but not too much farther northeast than that. Can my meatball trees be cut to size for cats? I don't think cats like the liver meatballs a lot better. The liver brownies a lot better. My take on the Chevy Chase movie Man of the House. Never seen it. Am I available for consultation? No. No, I wrote the book because I don't consult. There's no time. 29763 186. Next. 4 o'clock. So the coop was originally co-op because we started as a co-op, but we no longer are. We decided to, like, the 4 of us that were in the co-op decided after the first years that this is kind of silly. Like, why don't we integrate everything so all the finances, all the so that everything is simpler, and we'll just be partners like in a law firm. And best decision we've ever made. You could change one thing about the American education system, what would that be? Shorter school days, a shorter school year, and a lot more money poured into it. Clock trees. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thoughts on the USDA organic label? Largely meaningless at this point. Like, we're never going to do it. Who's not black enough? Do you provide the truck, and is it a box truck? Yes. Yeah, we don't do that Uber shit where you have to provide your own vehicle and worry about your maintenance, get paid dog shit. Like, no, you use our vehicles, you use it, like, we pay for gas, we pay for everything. It's not a contract, it's a W-2 job. God, right? Oh, there it is. Hello. Yeah. Oil or wax for the mustache? Neither. It just so like I like as a nervous habit. Like the reason my mustache grew out like this is because I have a nervous habit of going like this. Like when I'm thinking, when I'm doing stuff, I'm usually like just going like this. Like some people bite their fingernails. Like I twist my mustache. And eventually it just stayed like this. And I said, "Ha, that's weird." And so I just ran with it. And there it is. But yeah, I don't use. There we go. I'll use like nose grease like this. Like native people, they'll use their nose grease like this to like straighten feathers out and stuff like that. And also use nose grease right now. Yeah, yeah, just like that. Anyway, yeah. So technically oil. That is correct. Let's see. 29762. 29762. Holy shit! There's 1,300 people on this live. God damn. Anyway, yeah. 2.66. Would I hire remote workers for back office clerical? I don't know yet. I might have to because I live in the middle of friggin' nowhere. So yeah, I might not have a choice. But I don't know. Having like our farm business, a lot of it is very much rooted in place. And I'm still trying to work out in my head, like, how do I feel about, potentially having a controller or a COO who lives in freaking Colorado or something. Like, I don't know. I'm not completely opposed to it. Just haven't decided if I'm for it yet either. Can you stop by and buy eggs and breakfast and something on your way through? Sure. Hello in London. I want to go to London. I hear the weather is lovely. Oh, little brownie. In Nottingham, bosh. That's what they say, right? Bosh. We delivered a Newport News, not yet. We're working on it. We're working on it. I promise. $29761. Yeah, we did not expect to get this popular on social media and have so much demand for more shit. So we have to grow at a speed where we don't sacrifice how we do things in the field and how much we pay people and all of that. Otherwise, we just turn into Vital Farms, and who the hell wants that shit? We ship to Columbia, Maryland. We deliver to Columbia, Maryland. You can buy all of our stuff in Columbia, Maryland. Yes, my gray sweatpants are spoken for. I'm very, very married to a lovely and terrifying woman who might be a witch. And I mean that in a good way. 29761 done. Still on May 2nd. What is the stuff on the shelf? Those are pet treats. What do I think about the plant-based school lunch alternative in schools like something? I'm not opposed to plant-based diets. Veganism is one thing. Plant-based is something else. Let's see, Yeah, I'm not like one of these ranchers that's like everybody needs to be eating meat all the time and be on keto and cow seeds planet. No, there's a lot of room for being reasonable. What video of my wife giggling? Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, she giggles a lot. It's very important to keep your wife very happy. That's why she marries you. So if you're not keeping her happy, what the hell are you doing? $29759. My Cancer. Apparently I'm on the cusp. I'm technically a Cancer, but I think the next day after my birthday is Leo. So allegedly I have features of both. Whatever the hell that means. God damn it, get in there. Opinion, advice on homesteading. I've never done it. I can't really give any. Not a homesteader. I want to be eating Mexican food in a public park. Yeah, let's trade places. Wait, was it? Where can you apply for the packing job? I'm going to put it on Indeed probably tonight. 29578. Okay. 2 each. That. Excuse me. All right, 1 meatball, 1 coffee. Yeah. Coffee. Yeah. Going to Texas. That's right. You need to shout out where all the orders are going. I kind of forgot. Everyone hears Kronk, you hear Joe Swanson. That's because it's the same person, Patrick Warburton. Find his voice soothing. Yeah. We thought about any other fowl like turkeys. Yes, we do turkeys every year. Every fucking 2 weeks I have to convince Mason not to do 1,000 turkeys. We're doing around, I think, 350 turkeys this year, up from 300 last year. Ground turkey was very popular. They're raised in the forest. There's a cool video with Mason's girlfriend singing to the turkeys and then singing back at her. 29758. 29758. 1.49. Guinea fowl, no. Why not 1,000 turkeys? Because we don't have the room for it or the ability to process it. We process them and slaughter them all ourselves. How much more of a pain are turkeys than chicken? They're a lot easier to raise in the field. They're a pain in the ass to process. 5.9. Starting to feel my allergies now. This is fun. Do I fish? Yes. Is this being multi-streamed? Yes. I got TikTok over here. I got YouTube over there. Still on May 2nd. God damn it. Which are dumber, turkeys or chickens? Depends. Cornish cross chickens are going to be dumber than heritage turkeys. Broad-breasted white turkeys are dumber than everything that has ever lived on the planet that is a multicellular organism. 29756. 1 pound. Local honey. I drink local honey every day. I still got allergies. Also drink more water than in fact. Speaking of which, it might be because I ain't drank that much water today. Can I make kitty meatballs? Kitty stole the dog. Yeah, that's sweet. All right, 2956. Done. How am I Native American and got allergies? I'm Native American. I'm not a magic fairy tale creature. Native Americans get sick as shit. That's why there's so few of us. Because y'all gave us smallpox and 98% of us died. Thanks! There's, let's see. Next is number 29755 going to Elm City, North Carolina. Yes, we're very delicate people. We're like racehorses. All we want to do is die. Anyway, let's see. 1. One of them. The job is in Colonial Beach, Virginia. Have you considered different breeds of chickens with different colored eggs? No. I mean, we thought about it, but it just, there's so much demand on what we do. What we do now, it's, you know, refuse to farm chicken pox. Yes, that is correct. Now think about cinnamon queens. Is that beige gay people or is that the chicken? Both are fantastic. Let's see. No, I do not have an iron stomach. I very much do not have an iron stomach. In my downtime, do I take day trips to the beach? Yes. Can you get our products in Raleigh, North Carolina? Pet treats? Yes. Food? No. Get our delicious chickens in Winchester, Virginia. You have to come a little bit closer. If you got a friend who is a little bit closer to like Fairfax or Ashburn or Sterling or set that as your shipping address, and we will deliver to them, and then you can pick it up whenever you want. 29755. Who? Are brown eggs better than white eggs? No. 0.75. No. What we have here is a correlation issue. Brown eggs are considered to be better than white eggs because brown eggs are laid by chickens that don't do well in battery cages. So the hens that have the temperament to be in free-range systems, pasture-based systems, et cetera, tend to lay brown eggs. So when you have most pasture-raised eggs, cage-free eggs, like whatever, being laid as brown eggs, then people have over time naturally assumed that the fact that they're brown is why they're better. But that is not. It's because of the breed. White leghorns are just more suited to being in cages, even though they hate it. Shouldn't be. White leghorns are friggin' insane. Anybody that's ever raised a white leghorn will be able to tell you that it's a very unpleasant breed to raise. So they're usually kept in cages, but brown chickens are not. So when you have the premium brands having brown eggs, people have started to assume that brown eggs are better because they're brown, which is not the case. Let's see. Heart, one claw. Hold. Still on May 2nd. What other livestock we think? The next thing we're getting into is cattle. We want to bring beef prices down. And in order to do that, we have to control our own supply of calves, which is a thing. It takes a lot of planning, a lot of equipment, a lot of capital. So we've got to make enough money to be able to fund that ourselves so we don't have to give up more shares of the company to attract more investors. Do you develop relationships with animals? I mean, kind of. Like, you might. If there's like a distinctive animal for some reason, like you might get attached to one or two. But no, we've got thousands and thousands and thousands of animals on these farms. That doesn't really happen much. We offer tours or educational? No, not at the moment. 29754. Am I jolly? I'm extremely jolly. Thank you. 1.25 pounds. I'm only ever jolly. What's a good breed of chicken to start out with? Egg layers, Rhode Island Red, Buff Orpington. Very gentle. Lay good eggs. 5. Deliver to Key West. Not at the moment, no. Only Petri. Archie. Oh. I can't keep up with the comments on YouTube. Holy shit. How long did it take to nail down my Patrick Warburton voice? I don't know. You know, it's funny. My oldest daughter, I see a lot of myself in my oldest daughter. My oldest daughter's autistic, and her nickname that I give her is Tasquemos. It's my language for mockingbird, because she can imitate anybody. It's uncanny. And my wife was like, "Yeah, she's just like you." And I went, I guess that's kind of true. So no, I don't really practice it. It's just a tick. Because I've probably got some kind of undiagnosed neurofabulousness going on up in my brain. 29753. 234. Also, washing raw chicken in the sink. You shouldn't. I mean, it doesn't matter, but I mean, I don't know. If I was buying commercial chicken, I'd probably be paranoid enough to wash it. My chicken, I don't wash it. It usually does more harm than good. You're splashing shit everywhere. And you're cooking the chicken, so like, you know, it doesn't really matter. Thank you for the corgi pointing his ass in my face. What is my language? Oh, our native language is a Piscataway dialect of Lenape. So Lenape is the mother tongue. And yeah. Ribeye is the best steak. No, incorrect. It's the most versatile steak. It's the most useful steak. But yeah. You order from us by going to www.blackbirdcoop.com and placing an order there. He's still on May 2nd. Holy shit. Steak is the best steak. That is the correct answer. What brand is the closest grocery store to art? What brand is the closest to yours in the grocery store? In the grocery store, like I sound like a pompous asshole saying this, but you're not going to get what we produce at the level we produce it in the grocery store because grocery stores can't afford it. Like they can't make their money on it. Meatball trail mix. Thought I had somebody do the packing. Believe it or not, I'm not doing all the packing. Mason's done about half of these, but yeah, we're like I said, we're in an awkward growth phase right now. You know, you start a business, you're operating at a certain level, and then something happens and you explode, and you got to figure out like how to manage that growth. And we're like if you're like this, and then suddenly you explode like this for some reason, this little hinge point, we are right here, and that's why I'm sitting here packing all this shit. There will be other people doing this very shortly, but right now y'all caught me with my pants all the way down in the middle of the inflection point. One day we'll remember these as the good old days. 29752. It weighs. Yes, that is correct. Are we expanding to other states eventually? Yes. Where am I located? I'm in Colonial Beach, Virginia. There's like nobody in this town. Let's see, 1.86. We do have a bunch of Denver steaks in the freezer. I have not put them on the website yet because the sizes are funny. So I got to figure out how I want to put them on there. And so we're just kind of holding on to them right now. Hopefully I'll eat them all before it's time to go. Let's see, 29571 Heart's Claw. Still on Mason. God damn. I've ever done voice work before. People keep telling me I should do voice work. I have no idea how to do voice work. I had one person reach out and ask me if I would do a voiceover or blah blah blah. I sent them my rate and I never heard back from them again. So I don't know if it's kind of like hearts and chicken livers where people say, you ought to do it, but then don't nobody want to pay for it because my time is extremely valuable right now. And if motherfuckers ain't paying, I ain't going. Hashtag know your worth. Let's see. My dirty ceiling vent. Well, this building is 40 years old and it hasn't been updated since then. So yeah, shit in here gonna be dirty. Let's see. Are my kids part of the business? No. Do I like oysters? I love oysters. Chesapeake oysters are delicious. Potomac oysters, not so much. What am I selling? These are pet treats that we're packing over here. So dehydrated chicken feet, wingtips, hearts, livers, ground up chicken backs and the meatballs. Nothing from our chickens goes to waste. 29751. What state? We're in Virginia. 1.29. We deliver to South Jersey. Only pet treats and merch at the moment. I'm so sorry. Do we ship globally? No. Yes, these are for dogs. That is correct. Ever been approached to be a voice actor? Yes, like I said, one time didn't want to pay, so I said no. Yes, the first person to try oysters probably very desperate. Or just kind of freak. Let's see, you. 5-1. Still on May 2nd. Never getting away from AC. Meatball brownie. Beer can chicken. I've never done it. My favorite animal. Human. Second place. Pigs are the most interesting. Favorite animal to raise is cattle. Favorite animal for money is chicken. 29750. I thought about raising pigs. I raised pigs for years. I raised pigs for like 10, 11 years. And no, we made a decision to get out of pork and concentrate very hard on chicken. For market reasons and for lifestyle reasons. Have I ever raised ducks? Yes. I've raised just about everything. At some point in some amount or not. All right, next, 49 heart treat meatball. Ducks have a volume control. Apparently not. This some bitch is all loud. Still on May 2nd. When did I start? 13 years ago. Almost 13 years ago. It was June 2013. Ever thought about getting into politics? No. No. No, like I said, I'm much more useful as a influential businessman than an actual politician. Because I got too little patience, too much of an attitude problem. Let's see. It's my most sold item. Eggs, by far. 9. One liver. We supply local stores and butcher shops? No. We can do pretty much 100% of everything direct. Are we going to do more than chicken farming? Yes. At some point, we are getting into cattle. How do we fight the gerrymandering in Memphis? I have no idea. I am the Joel Salatin of your generation. I'll take that as a compliment. Let's see. Seriously, I was going to expand my chicken and egg deliveries. We are actively expanding now. I think in the last couple of weeks we've added like 24 new zip codes. $29748. I'll make smaller packages of dog treats for the tiny ones. No, we got to keep things simple. Let's see, 1.00. How often we restock the pet trees? They should be restocked this weekend. We're trying to catch up. Demand exploded for these things. We were not ready. Let's see. Yeah, I was not expecting to suddenly have friggin' like a month ago. I had like 40,000 subscribers on YouTube, and now I've got damn near 500,000. Like, no, I was not expecting that shit. The kitchen was not expecting it. Our production was not expecting it. So we are trying to catch up as fast as we can. One claw treat. Still on May 2nd. Lean Six Sigma. I just had PTSD from my days in consulting. If I hear Lean Six Sigma one more time, I'm going to shit my ass in front of the whole planet. I hear Lean Six Sigma, Tiger Team, Red Team, Blue Team, blah, blah, blah. Oh, God. Somebody bring corporate Aaron up in this month. What you've got is a scalp. I'm not deliverable. It's an asset. It's all assets. I'm deliverable. Nope. No more corporate talk for me. I'm gonna lose my damn mind. What is that? Oh. Who? Kaizen guy. Don't say Agile. That's just that Scrum. Yeah, y'all know how to y'all play games. Y'all like to play games. Y'all like to play games. It trigger my neuroses. Y'all funny. See, 7, 7, 4, 6. You shit, stay there. Let's see. 1, 3. Is that done? 4, 6, 2. 1 liver. Liver. I say. Dad was doing stand up. No, get stage fright. Where did I get the shirt with Banks mean Trudeau? Oh. That is Greg Deal. Is the name of the guy. If you Google Greg, it's Greg with 2 G's, Gregg. Greg Deal, Deal. If you look up his website, pretty sure he's got a website. He's I believe he's Shoshone Paiute. And he's an artist who does all kinds of cool shit. I got like 3 or 4 shirts from him and a few prints. 29745. Yes, I'm live in front because I can't see y'all. See, if there was 1,200 people sitting right in front of me, I'd shit my ass. But all this is virtual. Let's see. Yes, stage fright. How do my chickens lay eggs? It comes out the butt, also known as the cloaca. Yep. They just squeeze their little cheeks together and then bloop, and there it is. I have allergies, like really bad allergies right now. I'm one of these people that refuses to take allergy medication because they dry me out, and I'd rather be sick. Because I'm a dumbass. But anyway, there that is. 29454. Okay, good. Who? Inundating my shorts. That's funny. Yeah. Anyway, 29744 liver meat. Also, the sleep deprivation probably isn't helping either. Kitty-sized bowels. I have to tell Brian about that. Have we got a thought of merch? Yes, we do have merch. If you go to www.blackbirdcoop.com, there's an entire section of merch with a bunch of snarky t-shirts and hats and tote bags and sweatshirts and shit and stickers. We got stickers now. Let's see. This, and that. Why do white eggs crack better than brown ones? The shells are going to be slightly thinner on white eggs, generally, and I just mean slightly. I personally haven't noticed a difference though in crackability and how well they crack. There is not a shirt that says "What is it now?" Whoa, excuse me. 29744. I am still on May 2nd. God damn it. 187 on an undercover cop. Yeah. And now, I have shit up. Wait. Stack that. Stay there. That was 4th floor. We are based out of Westmoreland County, Virginia. What stressed me out about working in tech? I hated it. We were consultants, and nobody ever wants the consultants to actually be there. It was just soulless work. Like, it didn't mean anything. Endless hours. It's a small company, like a real small, like, boutique consulting firm. Constant work. Work that I didn't like. Clients didn't like us. Nobody liked us. Yeah, I got sick of that shit. Let's see. One claw, one trail. Claw trail. Ah, shit. Old? Okay. How old am I? I'll be 44 in July. How close am I to DC? About an hour and a half away. Do I ship to Boston? Only pet treats and merch, unfortunately. No food, not yet. Thinking about it. Yeah, I got to get all of it done. All of it done. We're so far behind. So I was on the road 5 days this week because we need to hire. And we are hiring. But in the meantime, people are probably wondering, where the hell is my shit? So I'm spending my Saturday morning doing this. 29743. You. I'm the only one doing orders, yes. Everybody else is busy doing other shit. Mason is moving hens and chickens and whatnot. People are feeding animals. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on. Brian is in the kitchen making more pet treats. Everybody busy, 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 busy. 2.11. What's the pay for that job? Probably 22, 23 an hour. I ain't getting remote positions, not yet. Let's see. Trail, claw, heart, liver. Ah. Running out of these. Okay. What made me switch from tech to farming? Cancer scare. Thought I was going to die. I figured I'd quit my job and spend a little time raising animals and doing food. And then I didn't die. And I said, oh, shit. Now what? I had to figure out how to make this actually work. Yay, I'm so glad you got your first treats. I'm glad Roscoe is having such a good time with them. No, that really is what happened. Like, I got sick of my tech job. I had, like, cancer symptoms and shit. My wife said, you're done with tech. I was like, all right, I think I got, like, maybe 6 to 8 months to live. So I'm gonna raise some animals or some shit. Just have a good old time before I die. Then I just didn't fucking die. And I went, oh, shit. And now here I am. I had symptoms of colon or like lower stomach cancer or some shit. Yes, I'm also glad I didn't die. If one more motherfucker tells me to do the voice, I'm going to lose my shit. Let's see, 336. That is 29742. Venmo me $500 and I will do on command whatever you want. 2.33. Oh, there it is. All right. Okay. Whew. Next. Still on May 2nd. Ah! Heart drain. Liver rowdy. Stand up. Is there an Oak Grove, Virginia close to me? I'm in Oak Grove, Virginia. Technically, the mailing address is Colonial Beach, but yes, this is Oak Grove. It's nearly midnight in Australia. Do we ship everything out of state? No. We only ship pet treats and merchandise out of state. How long does it take to get to this level? That depends on a lot. Depends on what kind of network you have. I talk about what our business model is in my book. It's first generation farming, but a lot of it depends on like what kind of access to capital do you have to start with. If you don't have access to capital to start with, it's about using what little bit you do have to bootstrap a market so you can attract capital and attract investment. And how long it takes really depends on that. Depends on who you partner with. It depends on if you're smart enough to like partner with another farmer instead of trying to learn everything yourself. If you insist on learning everything yourself, it's going to take forever. Like all the technical stuff for like raising animals, like growing plants, like doing whatever you want to do. So yeah, your speed and your durability depends a lot on who you get to know and how much you insist on doing everything on your own. Let's see, 1.29. Yeah. Pardon me, sorry, I got really bad allergies. Only packed 56 of these damn things so far. Shit. Did I do everything on my own at first? Yeah. Yeah, that's why it took 13 years to get here. Bad idea. Bad idea. That whole like nuclear family, like do it with you and a partner and your kids, or do it by yourself. Like 29740. Does the pink mean anything? Yes, I will tell you the story of why everything in here is pink. Hold on a second. Have I reached May 3rd yet? Nope. Let's see, 1.29. So the reason pink is such a prominent color in my branding and the pink stuff over here, all of that, is because way back in the day, when I used to do farmers markets, because I was new, they would stick my black ass all the way in the back. 1 and 1. Stick me all the way in the back. So by the time the customers got to me, they would have been bought all this shit already. So I'll go to a farmer's market, put 8 hours in that bitch and make $250. And I'd be like, God damn it. So I decided that I was going to do something to stand out. And so I got the brightest, pinkest egg cartons you could get. And then little kids mostly would see the pink egg cartons from all the way across the farmer's market and go, Mommy, I want the pink egg cartons. Is what the children would say. And that was one of the things that helped me start to succeed, because everybody else is using earth tones, part of the earth, part of blah, blah, blah. So you're using browns and greens and muted colors, and it's very white. So I decided to lean into my coloredness and colorify everything. And then I lived happily ever after. Liver brownies, meat. So pink is a constant reminder to not do everything the way everybody else is doing it, just because they're doing it that way. I'm boxing up pet treats. That's where our website is the way it is. Like you go to any farm's website, it's like go to Primal Pastures, go to Pasture Bird, go to Polyface, go to any ballerina farms. Like go to any farm website, you're going to see muted green, beige, brown, taupe, white, and it's going to be very clean looking people with really pretty pictures of the animals and sunset, and it all looks the fucking same. You go to my website, that shit assaults your eyes. Like damn, but you're gonna remember. You're gonna remember my website. You're gonna remember my ugly ass website. The text is so big you can't stand it. It's like what idiot put this together? Ain't no pictures on this website. Can't even see what the farm looked like. It's just pink and this scrolling text going fast as shit, looking like Dr. Bronner's on crack. And it's like but you're gonna remember every bit of it, and then you're gonna come back. You're gonna come back. You're gonna remember my website. You ain't gonna remember anybody else's website. Everybody else's website looks the same. My website will fuck you up, and you will remember forever. And that is what marketing is all about. It's making people remember and then getting them to buy shit. So anyway, 297. Take that for free. Write that down. 297. See, I could have done a Discord masterclass and charged $500 a ticket just to hear whatever the hell it is I just said, which I don't remember. Let's see, 57. Good. Yeah. Here we go. Have I ever tried turducken? No. No, I have not. Yes, Farmer While Pink. Was I in the military? No. I would have been in the military if I had 20/20 vision. I wanted to be a pilot. But the last year that you could not get into the Naval Academy with corrected vision was the year I went to college. So instead, I majored in computer science so I wouldn't be poor. But if I had been born 1 year later, there's a good chance that I would have been a military pilot. And oh my God. So anyway, let's see, meatball. Can you get me started on raw milk? You cannot. Good morning. Who else is here? Okay, good. Thank you so much, Independent Dreamer 92. Kagoshima style chicken. No, I have no idea what that is. What was it like working with Jordan Peele? Yeah. When are we coming to Hampton Roads? We're working on it. I promise, we're working on it. Thank you for all the gifts and roses and shit like that there. Meatball. Do I make money from YouTube Live? I don't know how that works. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just trying to ship pet treats. That's all I want. Appreciate y'all. Pennsylvania anytime soon? Maybe not soon, but in the next couple of years, maybe. Well, thank you. Whiskey, beer, or water? Depends on how handsome I need to feel. Let's see. Any small farms you can support in Metro Detroit. Anybody looking for farmers in your area, go to blackfarmersindex.com and look up your state. There's the only one I know of that I trust. Let's see. 29732. 29732. It weighs. Hello. How did I go about choosing breeds? I chose the breeds that lay the most eggs and do the best outside, and for meat birds, ones that people would actually buy. So that would be Cornish Cross. Everybody says, why don't you do Freedom Rangers? I say, why don't you pay all my bills? Ha! 4 claw treats. Enable super chats and monetize live. I guess I had to figure out what that means. This is my favorite thing about farming. Like I said, at this point, oh wait, over here. 1, 2, 3. At this point, I enjoy entrepreneurship, the entrepreneurship side of it, a lot more than the actual farming side. I don't do much of the farming anymore, but there it is. And no, I'm still not on May 3rd. Yeah, just making the machine work is my favorite part. Doing the financial management, making sure that we got investment in the right place at the right time, making sure our cash flow is where it's supposed to be, make sure everybody get paid, like all that shit. I actually love it. It's weird, but when it comes to farming, my favorite part is probably herding cattle, like working cattle. Working cattle's fun. 29731. I am not a comedian on the side. That is correct. Let's see, 2.43. You want to leave your job to work for me? No, you don't. I'm a pain in the ass to work for. Let's see, 243. 243. Who? Super chats. All right, I'm going to have to look up super chats. I'm going to write that down before I forget. Do I have horses? No. Still on May 2nd. 1 liver brownie, 1 coffee. Oh, here come the popo. Oh, wait, no, that's an ambulance. Uh-oh. Oh, nope. Somebody done burned something down. Oh, shit. Tried a century egg. Ugh, no. Hello. Willing to work for food and shelter. No, that is called slavery. And we don't do that shit around here. America done had enough slavery. No, I pay well. At least I try to pay well. And it's not because I'm such a nice guy. It's because I want to be picky. Commanders or Redskins? Well, considering that Redskin is a racial slur that if somebody said it to me would get them punched in the dick. Commanders is. I preferred Washington football team. Like I thought it was elegant. It kind of felt like European football a little bit. It was like it was kind of classy. It was just like WFT. It was like the Washington Football Club, and it was, it was real nice. But yeah, I prefer Washington football team. That was cool for a hot minute. Do I have a Cash App or Venmo? Yes, my Venmo is something. I think it's at Skywoman. Do we get more profit from the eggs or meat side of the business? We get more profit from the pet treats. Pet treats are by far our highest margin product. I like to tell people we're basically a pet treat company that happens to produce meat on the side. Hello in Maryland. The Washington football team was good. That's what I'm saying. They should have left it as that. Commanders, like, what the hell is that? Like, what the actual hell? I mean, what the... I don't know. 29729. Am I the kind of boss that if a worker does the job really good, they get paid really good? No. I'm the kind of boss who I pay a high rate. And if you can do the job at the high level of performance that I expect, you will continue to get paid. And if you don't, you will not. No, this isn't one of the things where I'm going to hire you at a certain rate. If you do well, I'm going to like take you out of a hostage situation and pay you what you're actually worth. It's like, no, the job is worth this much to me. I will pay it to you if you can perform at this level. If you cannot, bye-bye. If you can, you can stay here happily ever after. You can get you can advance into management. You can take a little more shit that I'm doing. You can become an executive. You can do whatever the hell you want. But no, we don't do none of this holding a gun to your head, being like, you want to get paid more, bitch? And yeah, no, we don't. No. We don't like these. See, 1.53. Anyway, do I need a printer? I don't think so. Have I thought about politics, as in getting into politics? Absolutely not. No. You don't want me in politics. No, you do not. Let's see. 129. Like I said, I will cut a bitch. Nope. What I want to do is become moderately wealthy. Then I will influence somebody who is more charming than I am and much more patient and probably who doesn't have a penis to do the right thing in the halls of whatever. Because I'm not cut out for that shit. Let's see. One liver, it's one of everything. Claws. Hold. Claws, liver, trail mix. Who has a chance? Thank you. Do I ever think of my creative captions before I record? No, I just do that on the fly. Keep things spicy and interesting. At Skywoman is my Venmo. Probably. It used to be at Sylvan Aqua Farm. It's not that anymore. It's definitely at Skywoman. But it does that thing where it confirms your phone number. The digits are 8421. I'm pretty sure it's at Skywoman now. I don't have another. I would look up on my phone, but I got TikTok on my phone over here. I got YouTube on my iPad over here. So I can't look it up. However, you could also just make a mutual aid donation at our website at www.blackbirdcoop.com because I don't really need no money. Like I'm getting paid plenty through YouTube. Go to mutual aid so I can give free food away to people. 2972822. 29728. Still on May 2nd. This is ridiculous. Is the application there? No, there's no job application yet. I put that on Indeed, and I will do that probably tomorrow. Because this is taking way longer than I thought it would. I didn't think it. It might as well have to make goddamn orders for you to go out. Get in there. All right, let's see. Here. We delivered to Georgia yet? No, not yet. What else did I miss? Tried streaming on Twitch. I don't know. I'm too old. Oh, excuse me. Isn't Twitch mostly for like video games and shit? Wait a second, your voice is not the deep voice that you short. Nobody knows what my voice sounds like. I can be anybody. You don't know. Like I said, the only person who knows what I actually sound like is my wife. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 8. Did I do that one yet? 3. Shit. All right, I guess I did. All right, 4 o'clock. Hold on. Hold. Twitch is everything. Does Twitch pay? I get paid on this bit. Ha. No, Twitch has a just chatting tag and people work. Oh, that's interesting. All right, Dan. I can't find Sky Woman. Do I have kids? Yes, I have 2 children. I'm not ignoring YouTube. I'm very busy. This is YouTube. I'm looking at. The hell? I'm looking at you right now. Anyway, what's this over here? Sent me a DM. Oh shit. I get like 8,000 DMs a day. I don't see none of them shits. Do I like go-go? Kinda. Twitch went bankrupt. That's hilarious. Anyway, 4 o'clock, please. Hold. Hold. 1, 2. We send animal treats everywhere in the States. Yes. Thank you for the jab, for the pound, for whatever the hell that was. What I'm packing is pet treats, which ship nationwide at www.blackbirdcoop.com. Though I think right now they are out of stock. We should have more in stock this weekend. Right now, I'm just trying to get through an enormous backlog of these because we blew up on YouTube unexpectedly, and now we have a problem that is lovely to have. We ship to Canada. No, not at the moment. I'm so sorry. If you can't find Sky One, oh shit! I need a computer. Might be. You know what? Hold on 1 second. TikTok. Everybody, calm your tits for a minute. I gotta do something. Let me look up Venmo. Hold. Who am I? Oh, it's at Skywoman Media. I forgot about that. Yeah, I was briefly doing kind of a podcast, and I got too damn busy. Skywoman Media. You'll see the pink circle that I have on every damn thing. That's what it is. Skywoman Media. So sorry. At Skywoman Media. That's my Venmo. All right, anyway, back to what you call it. So yes, at Skywoman Media is my Venmo. Got tape on my damn self. Now, there we go. What was the timeline from 6 chickens to now? 13 years. Do I live in Carolina? Not at the moment, no. Cats need Mitch, more, tannin. What? I don't know what that means. Do we do cat food? No. We do cat treats? Yes. The heart treats and liver brownies. Shouldn't talk about other platforms on live. TikTok can kiss my ass. They don't pay nothing. If I get thrown off of TikTok, I don't give a shit. Because they stop paying, so I don't care. I'm mostly on TikTok, just direct people to you know where. So if TikTok decides to kick me off, fuck it. 29723. 29723. See, 2.50. I mostly do everything for YouTube now. So TikTok can eat my ass. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, 251. Yeah. 8, 11. Jesus Christ. All right, that was 2, 3. How do I stay hopeful in these weird times? I think about my grandmother who died at the age of 104, about damn near 10 years ago now. What my grandmother went through with her black ass, what we're going through compared to that ain't shit. So Every time I think that I got a hard life, I think about my 104-year-old grandmother and all the shit she saw, and I say, you know what? I should shut the fuck up and just do what I got to do. But anyway, yeah, all my grandparents lived to be old as shit. Well, the men died early because they were hard-headed. Yeah, my one granddaddy died, basically drank himself to death. And then the other one, he was a farmer. And when the Green Revolution happened, they started using chemicals and anhydrous ammonia and all that other shit. He was like, I ain't putting on no mask and PPE. Kiss my black ass. And then he died because that's what men do. Meanwhile, my grandmother's lived to be 99 and 104. But anyway, heart treats and liver brownies. I can't reach that. Let's see. All right. Heart treat, liver brownie. I need a media assistant. I need all kinds of shit, man. I would love to be able to hire like an executive assistant, but I just don't believe that this YouTube money is real. So like, I could hire somebody, but it's like, what if the bottom drops out of it? Because you know it's kind of bullshit, and then I won't be able to pay them. Then I'll be very sad. Why are men so against PPE? I don't know, man. I don't know what our problem is. There's that one girl on TikTok that goes up to men. And she goes, "Why are you like this?" And I'm like, I don't know, but I apologize on behalf of all of us. Who's not being rude? Ain't nothing wrong with being a little rude. What else we got here? Trying to help who do what? I can't read that far. I can't read that far. What's the restriction? What's happening? Bananaed? Does bananaed mean fucked? Anyway, what is a liver brownie? A liver brownie is basically mashed up chicken livers that are cooked. They're baked, and then they're put into like a, I don't know how Brian does it. It's a secret proprietary process developed. It took $175 million to figure out how to put the livers in a sheet and then cut them in a little squall, and then you put them in your pussy. I mean, in your cat or your dog. And yeah. Anyway, yeah. Yeah. Huh? I'll have to get work done. It's Saturday. Anyway, 303 29, wait, 297 22. So many. Oh yeah. Let's see. I got one more here. All right. Hold on a second. I gotta move this shit. Hold. Oh God. Everyone hold. Everyone wait. Ah. Yeah. Hold. And we're back. I need a... Yeah. All right. That was 722. Right. Ow. Right. All done. Put this shit back over here. Hold. I eat 18 packs of eggs a week. Damn. Yeah, that's a lot. But anyway. Whew. 2 trail mix. 1, 2. Still on May 2nd. I don't think I'm ever getting past May 2nd. What is my secret to maintaining such a flat ass? I have a bulbous, ridiculous... I got a prison ass. Yeah. Yep. Yep, you have to get Fleece Johnson up this bitch. Stay doing Bulgarians. Black squats and shit. What's the name of Bulgarian split squats? Them shits is hard. I hate them. How long can eggs stay out of the fridge? Depends on how fresh they are. Honestly, probably a good week. Yep, Fleece Johnson. How many birds do we have? At any given time, probably about 11 to 12,000. Yes, we are still on May 2nd. I'm never getting off May 2nd. 29721. 29721. 156. Yes, these all orders are made in one damn day. My employees seem to enjoy working with me. Maybe. I don't know. I feel like I'm a hard man to work for. All right. Shreveport. I'm gonna go to Louisiana. What the hell did I do? I don't know what the hell happened on May 2nd, but goddamn, wait, what? Why does it say May 1st? Why am I going backwards in time? There's a random order in here from May 1st. That's weird. I'm gonna cry. All right, anyway, yeah. Why am I going backwards in time? I'm very upset. Look. All of a sudden, try not to dox this person. All of a sudden it says May 1st. It says May 1st. This is bullshit. All right. All right. All right. I see how it is. I see how they do me. Howdy in New Zealand. I might be moving to New Zealand. America's getting scary. Yeah. Yep. They need any farmers in New Zealand. Uppity, black, funny looking, kind of stinky. You know, I check a lot of boxes. Fertile. 29719. 29719. Let's see. Have I ever thought about paw butter for what? Oh, no, we have not thought of that. No. Leave the cap off the pen. No, it's going to dry out my Sharpie. And this is the last one I got left. If I dry out my Sharpie because of you, I'm going to find you. And then, I don't know what after that. But anyway, yeah, put that there. What the hell? Oh, these got printed out backwards. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, shit. All right. So I got to flip these over. I got to flip these over and do it this way. All right, we are back on May 2nd. Shit. All right, we're back on May 2nd. That's better than it was. I'm putting the cap back on here just to make everybody crazy. Pull it off. 2 trail mix. Hell, I had a customer just moved to the Netherlands. They were like, fuck this. There's a lot of reasons to lose customers. You might screw up an order. They might move. They might lose a job. They might turn vegetarian. They might go vegan. Yeah, they might have an illness or death in the family. But never ever did I believe that I would start losing customers because they were fleeing the country like refugees. $29788. What's going on over here? How many orders? I got like 130 something printed out here. I'm going to get through as many as I can, but I'm starting to get tired. I think at 10 o'clock I'm going to quit. 29788. Move to Japan. I don't know if Japan would have me. That's the problem. Like, there's the global audience here. Y'all probably don't even want Americans at this point. Like, what the fuck? They're like, nah, stay your ass over there. No crazy shit. So I'm probably stuck here. Let's see. Trail mix done. We get through May 1st. Yes, we are still on May 2nd. We've been on May 2nd for a very long time. Got plans to expand shipping eggs and meat products? Yes, at some point. Two claws. 1, 2. Good morning. Do we ship to other states? Only pet treats right now, yes. Australia will accept us. Well, Australia it is. People in Australia might be crazy though. Somebody emailed me a picture of their boobs from Australia. That shit was crazy. 29789. 29789. 145. Hell yeah. Yes, they're very pretty 16. Ooh, Bermuda. I would love to go to Bermuda. Go to Bermuda and farm sugarcane or some shit. I put that away. Thank you. Yes, I said boobs. Yes, somebody sent me a picture of their big old titties through the email. That was the craziest shit I've ever seen. Well, not the craziest shit I've ever seen, but that was crazy. Let's see, one trail mix. Ha. Oh yeah, spiders in Australia. Yeah, there's that too. Ha. Yes, I'm doing May 26, 1776. That's correct. Dog trail mix. One. Hold. Am I shipping to Miami? Only pet treats at the moment and merch. Yes. Where am I from? Georgia? No. I'm from Virginia. Well, I was born in D.C., raised in D.C., but now I live in the northern neck of Virginia. Charles County. Yep, we deliver to Charles County. Charles County, where rednecks and black people unite. Charles County is like a whole episode of My Name is Earl. 29791. Holy shit. All right, what's that way? Huh? How far am I from that airport? About an hour and a half. Where'd I go to college? University of Maryland, College Park. 1.02. Charles County is fairly conservative, yeah. Three claw treats. 1, 2, 3. Oh, man. So many. I almost went to Howard. Howard's nice. I think Camilla went to Howard, didn't she? She go to Howard, she go to Spelman. She went to Howard. 1, 2. Willing to ship to West Virginia. At some point, yes. But not yet. We're working on that. What the chickens doing? Probably eating and shitting and sleeping. Maybe a little fighting. Yeah, I heard New Zealand's real hard to immigrate to, but oh well. That's okay. My family's been in Maryland for like 12,000 years. I ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna make everybody else leave. Yeah. Yeet sleeping chickens. No, that is poor form. Russell County, Virginia. I don't know where that is. We do not ship eggs right now. We can't find a way for people to stop breaking them. 29792 2.08. Sorry, I keep sniffing. I got real bad allergies right now. I apologize. All the noises I'm making. Need some water. Why do people eat dead chickens? Because eating them alive would be fucked up, I guess. Anyway, let's see. That was 3. 92. 92. Not the drink flex? What's that? He's packing pet treats. Yes. Oh, because my arm. Oh, I ain't swole. Shit. I ain't got nothing to flex. Let's see. Jose. All right, we got one trail mix. One. Shit. What's my favorite? What? My favorite show? Probably Chappelle's Show. Yes, the pet treats are chicken based except for the dog beef jerky. Shipped to me in Georgia, only for me though. I'm afraid I cannot do that. Waffle House order. I have never been to a Waffle House. I should go to a Waffle House. I'm gonna go to Waffle House at night. I'm gonna go at like 1 o'clock in the morning. You should have to buy tickets. I hear it's crazy. 2976. 96? Okay. Must waffle at the house. Yes, these are my products. That is correct. Do I ever use my deep voice to talk to the chicken? Sometimes. I mostly scream at them. Waffle House ain't gross. I heard it's delicious. Came from beef from the DMV and not went to Waffle House. I know. My mama was bougie. My mama is bougie. I don't know why I'm saying was bougie. Like she ain't healthy as fuck. Yeah, very bougie. We went to a pancake house. 29796. I guess you call it IHOP. We always call it the Pancake House. How do you purchase our eggs? You go to www.blackbirdcoop.com. That's www.blackbirdcoop.com. What do we generally scream at the chickens? Obscenities. Let's see. No. Decline. Oh, wait. Let's see. Who's next? I'm still on May 2nd. God damn. Still on May 2nd. All right, 2 trail. I'm in hell. It's 10 o'clock yet. Really hoping to get through May 2nd before I quit. Calypso is fantastic. She's huge. $297.97 weighs 1.56 and all done. Yeah, whatever happened on May, I don't know what the hell happened on May 2nd. This is ridiculous. Well, maybe get an interesting change in the farm industry. Hold on. Do I ever get a day off? No. Old. Still May 2nd. All right, 2 trail, 1 claw. 1, 2. That's a little trail. Yeah. Do I stream anywhere else? No. Do I ever take a vacation? Yes. But I'm always working on my vacations. Actor? Voice actor? No. Roosters are annoying. That is correct. What made me choose pink as a brand color? Because everybody else was using muted earth tones. So I did it to stand out. Do I have dogs? I have 1 dog, an old-ass pit bull named Minnie. She is 13 years old. Okay. Yeah, pet treats ship everywhere as soon as they're back in stock. Whenever that will be. Hopefully this weekend. Related to any Bombres, I don't know who them are or where they at. Do I still fancy them? No, I'm old. What are my thoughts on John Deere and right to repair? I don't use Deere equipment, so I don't really give a shit. And I don't do row crop or use auto steer, any of that stuff, so Generally, though, I think you ought to be able to work on your own shit. Yep, mine is a rescue pit. Yes, Front Royal's a little farther out. Yeah, we can't quite get there. Farmers issue. Yeah, a lot of farmers do garden, yes. Is this my real voice? I have no idea. 29798. 2.10. Good morning, Megs. Is social media effective in building a business? Yes. In hiring employees? No. Yeah, social media is the best free marketing thing you could possibly ask for. Like, we don't have to advertise at all because of social media. We don't have to do farmers markets because of social media. It's fantastic. For hiring, no. You mostly get yahoos on social media. For hiring, you want to use standard channels. So filet is better than ribeye and no Waffle House. Yeah, I got issues. But anyway, Jesus, all right, dude. We're still on May 2nd. Still on May 2nd. I'm never getting off of May 2nd. Oh, Jesus Christ. We ship to Redding, California. Pet treats and merch. Yes, we do. I can't keep up with that. Let's see, what's that? I can't keep up with that either. Let's go ahead and pack more shit. I do need a robot. How do I have the time to do a live? I do a live while working at the same time. That's the only way to have time. That's also why almost everything on YouTube is a short. I don't have time to do long form content. 29800. And yet it still pays infinitely better than goddamn TikTok. 29800. See, 156. Get the hell out of here. We'll go to the gym, get something to eat. Ah. 100. I'm having a fantastic time. But I don't know what the hell is going on May 2nd. This is ridiculous. It's at 10 o'clock. Shit! It's 10 o'clock. Still May 2nd. I'm going to pack this one. Hold on. Why don't I build the boxes first and then pack them? Take the same amount of time. And sometimes I need different size boxes. This way. Thank you. It's going incredibly well, thank you. Yes, very important to drink water. Thank you for reminding me. More water. That's nice. Sweet. All right, anyway. Yep. Finish doing this. Go to the gym. Get something to eat. Go home. Smoke a cigar. Answer my 500 unread emails. And then think about my life choices. Here we go. Let's see. 29801. 1.01. All right. Yeah. Tell you what, I'm gonna do one more crate for each. Am I? What's the next one? That is. Ah, fuck this. It's still amazing. Nah, this is ridiculous. This is goddamn ridiculous. Okay. All right, y'all. I appreciate everybody. Appreciate everybody hanging out with me, but I want to get the hell out of here. I'm gonna go to the gym, get something to eat, and go home and smoke a cigar and talk shit and bark at the moon. Bye-bye. TikTok, and then, wait, yes, and then, bye-bye. Shit! Where's my hands? There it is. Yep.